My entire life, I've been like a really big Lady Gaga fan. Like I can't remember a time that didn't play a very large, prominent role in my life. And going into high school was when her fifth album had just come out when I was a freshman. And I challenged Steve to listen to the whole thing because I asked him, "What's your favorite Lady Gaga song?" And he said, "I don't have one." And I said, "Oh, she just came out with a new album. You should listen to it." That was my freshman year. And then he challenged me to write a musical from it, and then I think he kind of made it backhandedly, like he was like, "Oh, like I'll listen to it if you write a musical," and then I actually did. So it started as a joke, and it kind of, this is where we are today. So Reaching Glory wasn't the first like play that I'd written. I mean, it was definitely the first musical I'd written, but growing up, like playwriting and storytelling was something I've always loved to do. What I did was I looked online and I found a list of all of Lady Gaga's songs, and I printed it out, and then I highlighted all of my favorite songs, which is a lot. And then from there, I printed out the lyrics to all of my favorite songs, and then I kind of got like storyboards and things that like I had drafted before. I was like, this is going to be the basic story. Now let me look at the lyrics to these songs I printed out, and then how can I match these and how could they work? It's about high school today. It's set in present day high school and how hard it is for students, and it doesn't just follow like one story. I wanted to be sure that it was a very ensemble piece and that it was very collaborative, because that's how high school is. I think whether we notice it or not, we all do kind of lean on each other and we all rely on each other to get through our daily day. Like we couldn't be here without everybody else. This show has a wide spectrum of things that happen because that's how high school is today. It's so complicated and it's so confusing and difficult for so many different people that are struggling with so many different things. So I wanted to be able to emulate that. I titled the show Reaching Glory from the beginning. And like in the beginning it was because it came directly from her song The Edge of Glory, which is throughout the show. Like it's the opening number of the show is Edge of Glory, and then as you go through the show there's little moments of it, because the kind of mantra or thesis statement of the show is the only way to cope is to tell your story. It's saying like everybody is going through something whether they're saying it or not, and if everybody just talked about what they're going through, then things would be a little bit easier. So everybody needs to reach their glory before they graduate, and until you get there, you're on the edge of glory.